The situation at the southern border has gotten so bad that even members of the Obama administration are speaking out. Obama's DHS Secretary Jeh Johnson appeared on Fox News on Tuesday and admitted that having thousands of people breach the border on a daily basis is unsustainable. He's also against lifting Title 42, the Trump-era measure which was put in place to stem the flow of COVID over the southern border and which Biden is preparing to lift. Breitbart News has details. On Tuesday's broadcast of the Fox News channels Fox and Friends, former DHS Secretary Jeh Johnson argued that having 7,000 people come to the border each day is unsustainable because, and I quote, "It overwhelms the communities in Texas and Arizona that have to absorb this population. It overwhelms Catholic charities. It overwhelms the Border Patrol and ICE, and that, well, if he had his way, he would push to delay lifting Title 42 until later in the summer when the number of people attempting to enter the US declines due to hotter weather." Johnson said, "I'm convinced that most Americans want us to treat migrants in this country fairly, humanely. They want us to take care of the dreamers, who are a remarkable group of de facto Americans who grew up in this country. Most Americans, I believe, want to give people who have been in this country for 10 or more years an opportunity to get on the books. But most Americans also want a secure border. If you go to, for example, Henry Cuellar's district, Laredo, Texas, 85% Mexican American, overwhelmingly Democratic. They want a secure border. It overwhelms the communities in Texas and Arizona that have to absorb this population. It overwhelms Catholic charities. It overwhelms the Border Patrol and ICE and their ability to keep up with these numbers."
I used to go to Central America. I would stand at the bottom of the stairway for the plane returning back to Guatemala and Honduras and bring the cameras to show people in Central America that we were actually sending people back. Immigration is a very market-sensitive phenomenon. It reacts sharply to perceived and real changes in our enforcement policy up here. So the lifting of Title 42, I'm sure that news is circulating right now in Central America. If I'd had my druthers, and I don't, I would have argued, can we lift this perhaps later in the summer when it gets hotter and the numbers do slow down? We're right now in the peak season. But longer term, you've got to deal with the push factors. We can throw a lot of defense on our southern border. We can enhance enforcement policy. I learned this hard lesson from owning this problem for 3 years. But you have to deal with the push factors. In Central America, the reasons why families are making the basic desperate decision to come here in the first place, even if they know they're going to be apprehended and they may only have a chance to stay here 3 years. It can be done. We began this about 5-6 years ago, and it was beginning to make a difference. But successive administrations have to make a commitment to addressing the push factors. That's the only way we're going to be able to deal with this problem effectively.
Even when Democrats who work for Obama are saying this, you'd think that Joe Biden would listen. Well, then again, this is Joe Biden we're talking about. We'd like to know your thoughts and responses. Share them in the comments down below, and also share this news and support us through subscribing to our channel. Thanks for watching.